U.S. healthcare system. And no, I don't mean how inordinately expensive it is, but I also mean that. So. Let's go ahead and have a quick chat about it, all right? My experience is that I have been insured all of 3 separate times in my life. The first time was when I was growing up and in a military family. You know, thank Jeemus. The second time is when I was a manager at Quick Trip and thus got healthcare as part of my benefits package. And the third time is this year. Now, mind you, this year I've not been able to do anything with that health insurance. I have it, but getting a primary care position is essentially impossible where I am. You see, hospitals and anybody willing to treat anyone, at least here where I am in Georgia, are essentially overbooked like all hell. Now, what's that thing that we hear all the time about socialism and socialist healthcare being bad because they have long waiting lists? Well, here's my experience right now. For healthcare for me, I have to spend about $130 a month, which is already a lot, but that's because I qualify for the Affordable Healthcare Plan. Now, Raz, on the other hand, does not qualify for it, and not because she makes too much, but because she makes too little. Oh yes, if you are 400% under the poverty line, you get problems in the United States healthcare system. Now, what does that mean for us? Well, it means that instead of paying $120, we're having to pay closer to $380 a month for her healthcare. So combined, over $500 a month for our healthcare. Now, what have we been able to do with this awesome healthcare that we have? What have we been able to accomplish with it? Well, we've been told that we can't set an appointment until July, and that was in early January, because too many places were too overbooked. So, what have we done there? Well, we're approaching July. Wouldn't it be great if we'd been able to do... Oh, no. No, we can't do anything now either, because, well, we just got off the phone before starting today's stream and found out that we are pushed to August 11th to do anything, to get a primary care physician, to do shit. And mind you, one of us is not able to work. That being my partner. Which means that we need to try to find some way to get her to qualify for disability. And that requires going to the doctor. That requires having medical tests done that determine that you are not able to work, instead of trying to go into the workforce, as has been tried multiple times, and getting deathly ill and deathly sick. So we're stuck in the situation where we're having to pay an inordinate amount of money that I'm barely able to afford in order to get healthcare that we cannot use, so that we can try to file for disability, which even then, if you've ever filed for disability, filing for disability is not an instant process. You don't just file and then you're good. You generally have a long-ass legal battle ahead of you. And that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. And I understand that we're in the middle of a pandemic, so that's one of the reasons why so many places are booked right now in the hospital, because they're having to take care of multiple COVID patients. I understand that. But my question is, why should I have to pay thousands of dollars into a system that can't even see me? Can't even see my partner? Knowing that we need to do the whole battle for disability and all that other fun stuff, is this America? Just, I'm speaking to the country, like everybody in this country. Is that the healthcare you want? Is that the thing that you're going to defend? Is this system that is currently taking us both and bending us over the knee and rimming us repeatedly, is that the system that you're defending? That? Because, nah, seriously, fuck you. If you are the person defending the system, fuck you and fuck the system. 110% completely. But that's where we're at. That's where we are. Now, Why is it such a problem that we're having to wait so long? Aside from the fact that I don't want to divulge medical details, but there's a bit of a punctuality issue with one of the medical things that we are having to check on. But aside from that, there's another issue, another big problem. Does everybody here know about how your copays and your deductible work? Specifically your deductible. Well, let me go ahead and let you know, if you start taking care of medical expenses in the United States, you have a deductible. Now, let's say that deductible is $1,500. This means that before your insurance will come in and do anything on your behalf, you need to first meet that deductible. So we might have to meet $1,500 or so. I'll have to go looking to see what our deductible is specifically. Again, we haven't been able to use it, so fuck if I know. We have to go and meet that deductible before the insurance company will start paying their half. Now, why does this matter? Well, one, we're already paying thousands of dollars into it, so it kind of matters a little bit in the immediate. But if we aren't able to start seeking care, especially for my partner, I am a little more healthy as far as underlying ailments go. Deductibles are met annually. So if you have a $1,500 deductible, that is $1,500 that you have to spend every year, starting at the beginning of the year, in order to get your medical coverage. So let's say that you're not able to start the battle with whatever you're doing until later in the year. Now, if you've got, say, 6 months of care ahead of you, but you're starting off on month 9, instead of paying the deductible once, like we would have been paying had we been in July, you now have to pay the deductible twice. Once for 2021 and once for 2022. Because since you're on month 9 and you've got, say, 6 months of hypothetical care in front of you, you will now be paying for months 1, 2, and 3's deductible in the next year. And that's just considered okay. That's just considered acceptable. That's considered normal. Isn't that great? Please let me know what you think of the United States healthcare system. Go ahead. There's a comment section down below where you can vent your frustrations as well, or tell me that I'm a dumbass, or fat, or whatever you want to do. I'm sure that the things that you have to say will be incredibly enlightening in there, for better or worse. With all that said, thank you all for watching, and insert end of video tagline here.